President Obama used to say before the JCPOA that it was unacceptable for Iran to obtain a nuclear weapon, explicitly ruled out containment of a nuclear Iran as a policy option, and reserved all options to prevent Iran from obtaining a bomb. Does this administration view it as unacceptable for Iran to obtain a nuclear weapon?
President Biden, candidate Biden, they have been very clear. Our policy will, as a candidate and as president, Joe Biden has been very clear. We will not countenance a nuclear-armed Iran. Our approach, and as we have talked about, we are pursuing a diplomatic one, will be to ensure that Iran can never acquire a nuclear weapon. That was at the crux of the 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action. It will be a guiding principle of our approach towards this challenge. Period. We've got on Iran one last question. I know we've gone on for a long time.
Thank you. You've been saying from the beginning of the podium about Iran that the administration is consulting with friends, partners, allies, and Congress on how to approach this issue, the nuclear issue, and the agreement. Now, Iran just announced that they're going to have their presidential elections in June. The West considers the present Iranian president as moderate, and there's a lot of talk about hardliners possibly being in the pool for the next presidential race. What is the administration looking at as its approach to Iran, whether you're thinking about right now dealing with the so-called moderate Rouhani, or what is it, an overall comprehensive approach that you're looking at, that irrespective of who is the president and his approach?
Mm-hmm. I think we aren't looking at it in those terms. We are looking at it through the lens of our national security, of the security of our partners and allies in the region. And that's why, in response to Michael's question, I was very clear that our policy, the president's policy, at its core, is an understanding that Iran cannot be allowed to develop a nuclear weapon. So regardless of the constellation of actors, that will continue to be a core principle for us. It's precisely why the president has put forward the formulation that is now very familiar to everyone in this room. If Iran resumes its full compliance with the 2015 nuclear deal, we'll do the same. We'll seek to lengthen and strengthen the provisions of that deal. We'll use it as a platform to build and to negotiate follow-on agreements to address other areas of Iran's malign activity. That will be our approach. I don't think we are going to let developments elsewhere dictate any changes to that approach. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.